So let me get this straight. For decades, if you said aliens were real, they called you a crackpot, a lunatic, a guy yelling at a street light with a cardboard sign. Now, the Daily Mail is casually reporting that world leaders have authorized President Trump to announce aliens exist. I'm not even kidding. This was saying Trump UFO disclosure predicted to come in just days after mysterious insider tip, where they said that the rest of the world leaders has authorized Donald Trump to come forward with this news. Crazy. And then we have this. Trump greenlights UFO disclosure of secret bases hiding crashed ships in non-human bodies. Yeah, I'm going to play that clip in a minute. This was just a few days ago. Authorize. That word should already be setting off alarms in your head, because here's the first question no one is asking. Who the hell authorizes the U.S. president to tell Americans the truth? Think about that. That alone tells you this isn't about disclosure. It's about coordination. Now, if we stack the timeline, Epstein blowing up, man, they're trying to get a containment on that, okay? Transparency turning into a full redaction theater. Names protected, no investigation into these people, no accountability. Everyone suddenly saying, let's move on, guys. All right, cue it up. Beam me up, Scotty. Aliens. Man, I thought it was going to come sooner. Remember, we were talking about that back in 2020, that'd come. That ain't random. They're going to use this as a pressure release valve. That's a magician slamming a smoke bomb on stage while he stuffs the evidence into his pockets. Now, the White House instructed the DOD to move forward with UFO disclosure. Not investigate, guys, okay? Let's be clear on this. This did not say investigate. This didn't say review. It says move forward. That means two things. One, the decision is already made. Secondly, it exists. It exists. We got member of Congress Burleson here on camera, openly admitting, yeah, we have things. I'm going to go see them. This is real. Check it out.
They legitimately are trying to make happen is a series of visits to some of these locations, right? Like I have obviously been given throughout this investigation.
So they exist. These locations exist where these things exist. First time hearing this.
Locations that where it's reported that that these materials or objects or craft exist, or the bodies exist.
Crafts and bodies, so biologics as well.
Or the archive exists. And we have, that's where that sits. We've given the DOD a list. So the White House has told the DOD to make it happen. I mean, to Trump's credit, as a disclosure. So that's the extent at which they've been involved is literally just saying to the Department of Defense that, hey, Burleson, we're backing his request. Do what you can to make it happen. And so I'm very grateful for that. It's been very difficult to make happen.
Of course it has. This is something that keep cover forever. They call you a nut job for even mentioning it. I'm going to get called a nut job now. That alone tells you the Overton window has already moved. You have to think, why now? There's only one reason. There's only one reason to get containment of those files, man. The other thing is that we just had Laura Trump, yes, Eric Trump's wife, come out and says he has the speech ready. A speech. You don't draft a freaking disclosure speech unless you've already decided what you're going to say. You've already decided what you're not going to say. Listen to her.
What do you or the president know about UFOs? Can you share? I hear that the president has something in the queue to share with us about all of this. Now, truth be told, I'm trying to remember how long ago it was. It may have been right after he left office, after the first term. I remember Eric being like, all right, what can you tell us? And he was a little hesitant to give us any real info, which makes me think like he's got a lot of info out there and he's waiting for the right time to drop it. And maybe this is going to be the time, because I keep seeing all these stories about how he's got some like UFO speech that he's got queued up, and we all should just kind of sit back and wait. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, we got it, man. We got to wrap this file situation. Jeffrey Island boys killing us. But the thing is, man, this ain't Discovery. This is not Discovery language. This is, you think she doesn't know? You think Trump didn't tell his son Eric, hey man, yeah, this is real stuff. Real stuff. You think he didn't? Come on. Now, let's be adults for 5 minutes. Governments do not disclose earth-shattering information because they suddenly grew a conscience. They don't. Think about it. They disclose when they're losing narrative control, when they need unifying external focus, or something worse is about to surface. That's the scary part. Maybe something worse is coming, ladies and gentlemen. History is extremely clear on this. Now ask yourself, why now? I mean, I really thought it would be bombing Iran. That's what I thought. Okay. But why not 10 years ago? Why not after decades of sightings? We had all these Senate committee hearings. Why not when pilots were first reporting these things? Why now, while Epstein is the back? I mean, it is the elephant in the room. It's in the public bloodstream, and people are connecting dots they're not supposed to be connecting. You ain't supposed to know what's going on in these elite circles, man. The sacrifices, the torture, the worshiping Baal. You're not supposed to know about any of that stuff. It's supposed to be secret. Oh, that you're Goyim, that you're second-class citizen. Because nothing resets public's attention faster than, hey, guys, you know what? You're not alone here. That is not conspiracy. That is psychology. And it's been used throughout the U.S. entire history. Now, again, let's talk about the elephant everyone's avoiding. Project Bluebeam. For years, that phrase alone would get your content throttled into oblivion, and today it will too, because you're going to see a little thing below this video, I'm sure. As soon as I upload this video, it's going to pop that up there. But this is the thing. Bluebeam doesn't require literal fake aliens. It requires perception management. It requires advanced projection, psychological priming, media coordination, and technology we already know exists. You don't need little green men. You don't need people to believe they're seeing something unprecedented. And before the Reddit experts and YouTube experts start hyperventilating, no, I'm not saying this is fake, and I'm not saying aliens aren't real. What I'm saying is that timing matters. This timing is as suspicious as hell. Let's zoom out even more. What happens the moment aliens become real to the public? Think about it. What matters then? Are they just going to say, hey, guys, just let you know, the aliens do exist, man. Not a big deal. They've been running our country for centuries. Don't worry about it, man. They've been ruling the world for centuries. Don't worry about it. No. You know what's not mattering? Borders, nations. Wars become petty. Resources become global. Defense becomes planetary. You don't get America first in a cosmic threat narrative. You get humanity first. That ain't an accident either. Think about 9/11. The whole country came together, man. Left, right, center, everybody. And what system thrives in global coordination? Technocracy, systems, data surveillance, AI, predictive modeling. Sound familiar? Now, ask the uncomfortable question. Who benefits if public suddenly accepts centralized authority, emergency powers, unified global governance, and temporary control measures? 2020, man, just 2 weeks, guys. Just go inside. Because history says once powers are granted during a crisis, they never fully go away. Never, not ever. So while everyone is arguing about whether aliens are real, nobody's asking why Epstein accountability vanished, why redactions increased, why investigations stalled, why the same people that are in the files are suddenly in the White House and untouchable. It's funny how that works. That is how narratives die. Not with censorship, but with replacement. You don't shut people up. You give them something shiny to stare at. Look at this coin over here. Look at this diamond. And look, maybe aliens are real. Maybe disclosure is legitimate. And maybe this is the biggest moment in human history. But if you don't question who controls the reveal, you're not awake. You're being entertained. Here's the cold truth. If aliens were a threat, they wouldn't announce it with a press leak, interviews, carefully scripted speeches. They'd announce with action. What we're getting is theater. Do you think Laura Trump's post wasn't that? A little soft launch? You think these coming in days, Insider Tip says? Who's the insider? Who's the freaking insider? And then this Trump greenlights UFO disclosure for secret bases. Daily Mail's reporting it, guys. It's in the news. They wouldn't report it if it didn't exist. What we're going to see is a high budget, high impact, perfectly timed theater. So what I want you to do is watch closely. Not just what they say, but what they stop talking about the moment UFOs dominate the headlines. Because distractions don't erase truth. They just buy time. And right now, someone desperately needs time. This is Jack with Black Scout Survival. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, guys. And always stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Black Scout.